Oh, you know! Tarkin is here, and he just makes everything worse. He just flew out of the airlock! He is insane! What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Rebels episode 13 and 14. Now, after the last episode, I'm so looking forward to this because we are getting close to the final. There's only 15 episodes of this season, and now we're getting to that sort of the sweet spot where it starts to build up, where the plot gets really intense with whatever's going to happen to end this season off. The last episode did such a good job, I think, in just setting up what this could be, in the sense that we got the Senator and Exile stuff, that's been taken care of. Our rebels are now going to have such a huge target on their backs for the Empire, because we know that the Senator's scheme, that was to, I think, control rebellion groups. They didn't say they actually got them captured and killed them. They said accidents happen if they get too powerful. So I'd assume this whole little program is to keep eyes and tabs on rebellions and let them do their things, let it stay controlled, let them not do anything too dangerous. When they start getting bigger, then you wipe them out. So now, our rebels have taken that whole scheme out. They'll be able to contact Fulcrum, whoever that is. Hopefully they can spread the word, get other groups on board with this being a bad thing, and now the Empire is going to be dealing with a whole lot more rebellious groups that are out of their control. They now know that they can't control these people, and that's going to be inflict a whole lot more damage onto them. I think this means the pressure will be turned on for Callus, because he is like the one in charge of the group that has the target on their backs. I think this probably means the Grand Inquisitor is going to come in. There's going to be a whole lot going on the villain side with just dealing with these groups, this group of people in particular, with how much trouble they're causing. We also know from a few episodes back that the Empire want to make a mass production of certain TIE fighters with the bendy wings on this planet. I feel like that's going to be something going on soon. I'd be surprised if that doesn't get picked up again. And then we also have the running plot of Ezra's parents, what actually happened to them. I'm hoping we find that out soon. Hera knows. She was told by the Rodian. That hasn't been brought up yet, and I'm waiting for that to happen. I need that to happen soon. But yeah, I love how this show has been building the family dynamics of all the characters, having Ezra be a Jedi in training and actually having parental figures. That's just something amazing. And I'm quite scared and excited for what the final will do. Finals for, I guess, a 4-season one, it could be bad, it could be hopeful, as in like, it could have negative impacts on the characters. It could make Ezra go to the dark side, which is what I like feeling at the minute, because he's getting a lot of dark side influences, the betrayal of the Senator, all the other things with the Rodian. He's very back and forth with what he's being influenced by. But of course, Hera and Kanan are there to bring him back to the light. But it feels like that's something that could happen. He could fall to the dark side, and that's something I'm so scared for. That feels like that could be a good cliffhanger for a season final. So that is what I'm scared for at the minute. But I'm also hopeful that they could do something great, and they could sort of interrupt the Empire's plans for this whole mass production of TIE fighters. That feels like a good season final. Yeah, I cannot wait to get to the start of the end of this season now, because this show's been building so well. And I just think I cannot wait to see what their plan is to bring this season to an end. Yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Other than uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. Oh, this is such a nice shot. I love the look at it. Okay, so you can see so much from the city. I'm guessing there's like a big luxurious part with all the fancy lights going on, and then you have all the smoke and chimneys from the factories. Is Grand Inquisitor arriving? This is big. Grand Inquisitor's there. Who's arriving? Who's showing up? This is a big entry. Music's all here. What's happening? Oh, you know! Great.
Grand Moff Tarkin,
Grand Moff Tarkin now.
My visit is hardly an honor, Minister.
He's so done with her already. Am I gonna have to sit through more episodes where I just know he can't die?
By what's been happening on your little backwater world.
Yep, Rebels are becoming a target.
In the absence of Governor Price, you have had a single simple...
Governor Price, what's happened to Governor Price?
Protect the Empire's industrial interests which are vital.
Industrial? Mass production of TIE fighters?
You have allowed a cell of insurgents to flourish right under your nose. Am I correct?
Yeah, such a way with words. Oh, she was choked up.
Have you just stood idly by while this rabble have attacked our men, destroyed our property, and disrupted our trade?
And the pressure is on. Yep, what are you going to say about the Grand Inquisitor? Does the Grand Inquisitor fear Tarkin?
It's said their leader is a Jedi.
Ah, yes. Let us not forget.
You don't even care.
Shame we don't have someone who specializes in dealing with them. Otherwise, our problem might be solved.
Oh dear, the shade he's throwing.
I actually knew the Jedi. Not from the pages of folklore or children's tales, but as flesh and blood.
Yeah.
They die. Every last one.
And you just didn't care. They fought beside you. Ahsoka saved his life at one point, I'm sure.
Be what he claims to be, and I shall prove it.
Oh wait, so you don't actually believe they're Jedi? That's interesting. Oh, okay, and now Tarkin's here, now he's involved. Oh, they're gonna lose. Being chased, great, what kind of mission is this now? Oh, haha. Guiding chaos through residential districts, that's fun. Oh, nice! And they knew. Yep, you're dead. I would leg it as soon as you see that. They've obviously ditched them, and they're planning for something especially for you. They're gonna be up there. Yep, they're up there. Excellent. So is his lightsaber just stun, or does it like do other things? Is it like, what is it? How advanced is it? Is it like a full-on blaster with the switch between like lethal shots and stun shots and a lightsaber all in one? Or was it just lightsaber and stun shots?
These were good people who simply wanted to make the Empire a better place. Peacefully.
What does this mean?
Insurgents have twisted my message into something violent and frightening.
Okay, so target on your back. What does he mean by his followers joining him? Does that mean more rebels are just going to stand down?
I have a plan that might just even the score. If Travis can do it, we can do it too.
What? What? Do what?
Send out some kind of inspirational type messages.
Exactly.
Nice, good. You have fame at the minute. That's perfect. Send a message.
The Empire would track it in half a second.
Not if the signal comes from one of its own towers.
Excellent.
And then you want to use it to send a message to the people of Lothal.
Not just Lothal.
Whole galaxy?
Those big towers can reach a few systems.
Systems. Excellent.
And what would we say in this message?
Something the Empire never says. The truth.
It's going to remind him so much of his parents, isn't it?
Now, are you in?
Count me in.
Excellent. It feels hopeful. Things are going to get so much worse, I know it. Tarkin is here, and he just makes everything worse.
Oresco and Taskmaster Miles Grit.
Gentlemen, sit.
That's such a power play. Him sitting down with all the others standing behind him. And the Grand Inquisitor too.
I understand you have experience dealing with these insurgents,
Oh, yes, sir.
The most useless out of everyone in this room.
and your efforts have been less than successful.
Well,
If your efforts had been successful, we would not be having this little... And the details of this attack?
nothing of note.
You failed.
Ah, but you see, Commandant, there is something of note in that report.
The failure?
No casualties. Your rebel cell is more principled than others.
Others, sir? Oh, you mean...
Is he going to kill these two? The guy's standing behind him.
They lack the one thing that would make them a credible threat to the Empire.
What?
Unity.
Okay, good, yeah.
The Jedi.
We have encountered him, and he lives up to their reputation.
Does he want to hear this?
But I am not concerned with his skills as a warrior. I am concerned with what he represents.
I actually prefer him with the Empire. I like him talking down to his allies when the allies are bad anyway. This is better.
Might spark belief in something other than the strength and security of the Empire. And that, gentlemen, is something I cannot have.
Is he killing these guys? Is he actually killing these guys right in front of him?
Make no mistake,
He killed them.
it will have consequences. Agent Callus, you will dispatch...
Okay. Oh wow, I'm actually starting to like Tarkin a bit more now. Like now that he's actually villain and not working with the allies and being just annoying.
We'll make examples of them.
That was so good. So I kind of feel bad for those two now. They were just idiot Imperial people, and they're just dead. Wow, stakes have been raised.
I could upload a data spike into the central computer and have that transmitter operational in, 5 minutes.
That's fast, good. Yeah.
Optimistic.
Yeah.
5 minutes is optimistic.
5 minutes is good. Who's this? What's this? I want them to find out about Tarkin. They don't know about that yet.
I don't like the look of that thing.
Okay, so new things.
Does it see us?
Not yet,
How can you tell?
because we're not dead.
Yep. Now what? This changes the plan.
We need to move.
Did Tarkin know they were there? Has he planned for them to go for the communication tower?
Hate to mention this, but where are the bikes?
Next to the road.
Right where that thing will see them.
Ah, yeah, that's not good.
Hope somebody's got an idea or this whole plan is shot.
Yep. Ooh, Force? What are you doing? I mean, it's basically seen them, now what? Can you force it not to see them? Is that something you can do? Whatever. Ah, great, you made the cat attack it. Excellent, cause chaos as much as you can. And nature took care of it. They can't blame that on the rebels.
Good thinking, Padawan.
Excellent.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's touching when you two bond, but I'm betting that probe has friends, so let's move.
Yes, go, run and take the bikes, move. You were never here. Was the camera still working though? Did it see you get away? Oh, it did! No. Okay, that's the plan out the window.
So found something.
Look at this dude just sitting in the shadows.
Where was this footage taken?
Outside the main communications tower.
Perfect target for these criminals.
Oh, well, he's genius.
We should reinforce security.
No, let them believe they still possess the element of...
Let them go in and then go attack and destroy them.
We shall be waiting.
As you wish.
You seem at odds with that.
I'm giving you the opportunity to redeem yourself. Do not disappoint me. I want this Jedi alive.
His way with words is amazing. Like the opportunity to redeem yourself. It's worded so well.
Chopper has a spike. We get him into the tower, and he can upload it right into the computer core from any terminal.
Can he upload the message though? That would be good. Have a recorded message, have Chopper send it out.
What's the range of this spike?
As long as the tower's transmitting, we're good to go. Everyone will hear what we say.
So all the Empire have to do is shut off the tower or shut off the transmissions. The thing could be turned off. They could go into a thing that isn't even on.
What's with you?
Nothing.
Let's take a walk.
This has got to bring back memories of his parents. That's what it is.
You are up to this. I know you are.
I know that's what you want to.
So what got his parents killed or taken away?
My parents spoke out, and I lost them.
He doesn't want to lose his new family.
I don't want to lose you guys, okay? Not over this.
Oh.
All of us have lost things, and we will take more losses before this is over.
Don't say that. Who would you lose? I don't want to lose anyone.
We have to move forward. And when the time comes, we have to be ready to sacrifice for something bigger.
Just be metaphorical. Don't be actually happening.
I don't think I ever understood it until now. I'm trying to teach it to you. I guess you and I are learning these things together.
Yes, please. Perfect. Learn together. That's what I want. This thing's just going to be off from the get-go, isn't it? They're going to arrive, try and upload something, and just find out that it's off anyway. It's playing into Tarkin's trap. It's playing into it. I mean, I'm sure this will go well, but that's what he wants. I wonder if these guys get told if they're part of this, their bait. Do they get told that, or do they actually try to defend them for the Empire? They're getting lured in. At least not everyone is here. Hera and Zeb are not here.
What? They're here.
Yeah. It's a trap.
Time's up.
They are waiting for you. What even is that? And tanks, great. And the Grand Inquisitor's probably coming as well. You've got so much to deal with. This is such a good plan on Tarkin's part. What are those ships? They're new.
Well, now you get one, so hurry up.
Yeah, you and
Can Chopper do something to speed things along? Oh, and of course he's in one of those. Okay, why can't you take the one out that he's in?
I'm staying right here.
No, you're getting Zeb, then coming back here. Now go!
Okay, Zeb in the gun machine thing.
We're gonna change our pickup.
Not a good idea, Spectre.
Why?
Just get your eyes on the sky. We'll meet you up there.
Copy that.
Is that installed yet? I have no idea.
Okay, I got a signal. It worked. Let's go.
Okay, good. So you can leave now. Can you leave? Leave.
Zeb, come on. Kanan wants us to move.
But I like this guy.
Leave! And oh, good.
Another gun.
Leave!
Yeah, I can get another gun.
Yes, go, please.
Not this way. Back inside.
Are you
Really?
crazy?
What?
Take the lift. Harold meet you.
Oh, you're going to the top. That's kind of okay plan.
Ezra, I'll be right behind you.
Actually be behind him. Don't say that and abandon them. Go. No, we talked about sacrifice. Don't you dare. Go back inside.
Same situation, same ending. You lose.
I don't think so.
Why'd you close it? They're going for the top of the tower. Or not. No. Interesting. Good. But then you can't go through either.
Where's Kanan?
He's not following. Why is he being... Why?
What did you hope to gain by coming here?
You're clever. Figure it out.
Okay, stick with the fighting. At least we know Tarkin wants you alive. He won't try and kill you.
Practicing.
Nice of you to notice.
There's someone who wants to meet you.
Alive.
He might let your friends live.
Ah, no.
Unexpected.
We're full of surprises.
Okay, you've got a plan. You feel confident. You've got a plan. And there's Hera. Oh, okay, he wasn't actually surrendering. Good. Lower his guard. But he's still surrounded. Oh, no. Oh, he's pinned you to the wall like you pinned it into the ceiling. Horse chopper, first one in. Ezra, get in. Ezra, get in. Go, move. But then Kanan.
We can't!
You gotta go. Wow, I hate this. Come on. Oh no, she has to. Oh, how do you console Ezra? He's gonna hate this. Yeah, he was wanted alive. He's wanted alive. They're not gonna kill you. You wanted alive. They can rescue you.
Looks like I have time to meet your friend after all.
Okay, good. Alive, alive, alive. You're just kept here, really? I was hoping you'd go somewhere so they could rescue you. This feels bad.
Well done, Inquisitor. These are the results I expect.
And he redeemed himself. Great.
It appears the insurgents have gained control of the tower's transmitter.
Send out, send out.
We have been called criminals, but we are
It
not.
worked.
We are rebels, fighting for the people.
Fighting for you.
I wish this was a recording. Why is it live? They can cut it off.
Maybe not great, but never like this. See what the Empire has done to your lives?
Oh, and they're using Sabine's logo.
That's what my parents taught me. That's what my new family helped me remember.
Oh. Tower, taking it out. Can you get the message out quickly?
Stand up together.
Because that's when we're strongest.
Come on. Ezra out.
One.
Ezra out. They got it out. They got it out. Good. They finished the message.
Do not know what it takes to win a war, but I do.
Technically right.
Was it worth it? Do you think anybody heard?
Yes, we saw.
This isn't over.
No, it isn't.
Go get Kanan back. Oh, that ending is nice. Just ending on the radio static and like the feeling of, I guess, loss and quietness. That was great. You're missing Kanan, things aren't right, and oh, that was so good. Okay, so we are now fully in the midst of the final. That is awesome. Tarkin is here. He has arrived and he's making everything a pain. Great. I will say, normally, I hate this guy. But seeing him here, aligned with the Empire and actually talking down to his allies who are also in the Empire, I preferred this. He shone here. We saw him in the Bad Batch and he was again still like his normal awful self, but something about him here makes me... I mean, yes, I still can't wait for him to die in A New Hope. That's always going to be a fond memory for me. But seeing him here talk down to the other villains, that's great. So yeah, I think, seeing him talk down to Hemlock was also awesome in Bad Batch. I definitely like him better when he's with the Empire, because when he was with the Republic, of course, I hated him so much because he would talk down to Anakin, Ahsoka, hated that. But now he's talking down to people I don't like. Amazing. He has such a way with words, and he's so commanding. It's very impressive. Yeah, this episode fully was, I'm guessing, 3-part final, going in with it. So Kanan has sacrificed himself and allowed himself to be captured, only captured, he better only be captured. And now their mission, they got their mission worked, basically. So they've still got 2 episodes left to fill with whatever this final is going to be. So they've gotten the transmission, that's out there. I would have thought that would be like the final thing. That feels like a good thing to end off at. You got the rebellious message out into the galaxy. That is the good thing. Like this here makes me think things are going to get so much worse. They've gotten the good thing done. Now all you can kind of see, the mission will be to save Kanan. I don't see that spanning 2 episodes. I feel like that's going to be done quickly. And that means you're going to have to introduce a whole lot of other bad things to happen. Again, still love the comedy that they can balance out this episode with. This episode felt very tense, very fun at times as well. I think just the writing is done so well. But yeah, I think one of my favorite parts of this episode, probably when the Grand Inquisitor killed the 2 Imperials. It's just shocking and very powerful. Like the way Tarkin's talking to them. They're called into a little chat into the office and they meet their death there. That is insane. It's not like a proper execution. That's just a normal day at work and they're just going to die. That is so dark and insane. Like the way they do it as well. How it's basically a disciplinary chat for Tarkin. That's all he sees it as. That they were weak and now they're being disposed of. This is basically the same as being fired for him. Right, the way the Grand Inquisitor did it, it's so calm, so slow, so effortless. It's like he doesn't even see a value to their lives at all. It makes me feel so bad for them. And for this to be the start of the final is just insane. And it makes me so hopeful for whatever the other 2 episodes are going to include. Like to see how much they did. Bringing Tarkin back, doing all of this. Kanan being captured, getting the message out. Like I can't think of what else they can do now to end this season. I mean, the only thing I can think of is saving Kanan. That's it. Everything else is like, what do you do? And I love how, technically, it's kind of a 4-part final if you consider the last part of it as well. Because it leads into this with the Senator in Exile coming back and like saying that some of his followers have joined them. So I'm assuming that probably means that some of the rebellion or rebel groups have gone back to the Empire now since they saw this guy as good. So that's good damage control. That's good. Yeah, well done, Empire. But yeah, now I think just hopeful for the next episodes. Hera is going to be, I want to be her and Ezra to be the leads. I want them to be the lead. Hera got to be fighting to get her man back. That's got to be the, that's got to be the selling point for this final to me now. She has got to be fighting so hard to get him back. Ezra's there too. He doesn't want him to meet the same fate his parents has, and there's going to be healing for him. He couldn't do anything to save his parents last time, and now he's going to be able to save Kanan. He better. I can't let this. They can't have any sadness now. They've got to do good here. It feels like it's been building up to this. Yeah, like what else can you do for this final? I can't. Yeah, my mind is spinning. The only thing is saving Kanan. They've gotten the message out. They've gotten the thing that they wanted to do done. What else is there to do other than save Kanan? Guess I'm just going to have to find out. I've got to jump right into the next episode. This episode was great. I just love everything that it did. And it's just, yeah, Tarkin's back. I need to find out what happens next. Oh, I love that. Just I love how that intro worked. The music coming in, making it feel so different. So yeah, there are walkers in the streets. I'm assuming martial law, probably. Message got out. People could be hopeful and inspired. Martial law.
What was that?
You're taking down a walker straight away. Excellent.
How you doing?
Yeah. Okay, they aren't messing around. Excellent. But gotta stop the walker. Stop the walker. Don't cause damage. You can't be the cause of fear for these people. You've got to be signs of hope. Yep, go on, Sabine. What's Chopper's job?
Prisoner logs of all Imperial detention facilities.
Yep, Kanan. Great. So I'm glad. You don't think he's dead. You just think he's been captured. Amazing. Hopeful. Optimistic.
Hey, keep it steady in there.
Here, take this.
Yeah, come on, get the guy out. That's gotta be broken bones. So now Ezra's in control of this thing. Great. And everyone's on board. Wonderful. Who'd be the best pilot among you? I feel like Sabine probably would. She'd understand how to use this thing.
We have a rogue walker. Repeat, rogue walker in grid 4.
Who's gonna come for it?
No connection? That's impossible. The entire system would have to be down.
Oh, great. No.
Blow up their own comp tower.
True.
How are we gonna find out where they've got Kanan now?
Walker 693, stand down.
Comms, maybe? And they got 2. Maybe everyone get inside?
We need a pickup.
I read you, Spectre 5. Rendezvous at the town's western border.
Why can't these things run? Why are they walkers? Why can't you have runners? Captured. And, yep. What do you want?
Now we will discover if you are indeed the Jedi you claim to be.
He had a lightsaber. Well, other people have lights. Never mind. Like, yeah, being a Jedi is probably punishable by death, isn't it? So at least they're nice about it. At least they have, like, doubts in him being a Jedi. That's kind of a good thing. Probably is what's keeping him alive. I like that they don't just automatically assume lightsaber equals Jedi. That is really nice of them.
The best I can.
A gun isn't, no, dead, no.
I can't see. Move.
Just keep it walking in a straight line. Hera's incoming. Everyone
Come
up
on,
top.
come on.
You too, Johnny. Let it go.
Come on, up, get up, get up. Don't fall off, no one fall off. There, phew, okay. There was one that walked around. You've got to deal with that, don't you? There's going to be another one. Okay. There it is. Go, jump. Where's Chopper?
Chopper!
Yes.
Still searching for Kanan. Go get.
No, it's down. Come on, Chopper. Zeb, go on. But I love that. Chopper just ignoring everyone to try and find Kanan. Get him on board. Go, jump. You're getting too far away. Jump. Okay, you're in, you're in. Good Chopper for looking for Kanan and being that dedicated, but bad Chopper for ignoring the orders. That's gonna walk into you. Amazing. Honestly, it'd be so terrifying if they didn't invent runners of those, because they're walkers, they're slow. Imagine if they made giant running walker things.
But you must focus on your next objective.
But Fulcrum, Kanan
Fulcrum.
can still find him.
At what cost? You, your unit?
Abandon? No, they'll never abandon Kanan.
The transmission Ezra was able to beam out has attracted attention.
That's good.
Just from civilians, but from the highest levels of the Empire.
That's good.
He was successful, but if you are caught, if Ezra is caught, that hope will die.
That is a good point. That is a good point. That is a very good point.
Protect Ezra. You must stop your search for Kanan.
No.
And go into hiding.
No, never. Don't you dare. Fight for your man. She can't, she can't, she can't. It's rebellion versus Kanan. I feel like she would choose Kanan. If she doesn't, there's going to be a mutiny.
He's not gone. and he's not in the Imperial complex.
Sense him.
I just know.
We can't make a plan based on a feeling.
He can sense.
We do it all the time.
Not this time.
Mutiny!
We can't go after Kanan. The Empire will be waiting with a trap.
When has that ever stopped us?
We can't risk it.
Mutiny!
Ezra, there's a bigger mission you're not seeing. Can't be jeopardized for one soldier.
Oh no.
He'd do whatever it took to protect us.
Yeah.
He already did when he sacrificed himself.
She's trying to make the hard decision, but oh dear. It's got to be so difficult for her as well. Like saying that he's a soldier, that's trying to downplay it for her, isn't it? She doesn't want to admit it because then that's going to make the decision that much harder. She has to view it in the form of it being a mission and it being the war against the Empire with the rebellion that she's doing.
Okay. I miss him too.
Chopper is going to be a team up with Chopper and Ezra, isn't it?
And to find him. Wanna help?
No way. You two teaming up.
I prepare to fight if we're not even going after Kane.
You think he'll talk?
What's this little devil doing? What's he doing?
He doesn't know anything.
Did you check the overheads?
First place I look.
Hold on,
What
I
are you
know where
doing?
to
What are you
find
planning?
some.
So yeah, Hera said Kanan doesn't know anything. Does that mean she's the only one that knows anything? Is that how she's protecting the group? That's impressive. What are you up to?
Is Chopper in position?
Yep, let me in there.
Oh, we're all on this?
You're going to find Kanan. You're disobeying Hera's order.
Mutiny!
Orders, or more like her opinion?
If we're gonna save him, we don't have a choice. You with us or not?
Yeah, I'm with
Okay, good. Mutiny. Amazing. What about Chopper? Is he just staying with Hera? Is he going to just...
Chopper, I said the target. No, don't turn it up.
Oh, no! And that gets out of her seat and she's not going to see the Phantom is gone.
So, where are we going anyway?
Our last resort.
Last resort. What does that mean? Who is your last resort?
Why don't you just go help Ezra find his power cells?
I love this. You never suspect him.
What are you up to?
Oh, she does. Oh no, it's Needle Droid. What do the markings on him represent? Like on his face? Because we've seen the alien before, and they haven't had markings. What is it meant to mean?
I take it you have a solution?
Pain.
Great.
A Jedi still feels pain.
His eyes are awesome.
Can break anyone.
Yeah, great. No.
You will tell me where to find your rebel friend.
He doesn't know.
Not him. Not him.
What is Tarkin getting from this?
I see. Go on. I see
No. Nothing?
you growing more and more frustrated.
Excellent.
Perhaps you can help alleviate my frustration.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Great. Torture. Tarkin completely unfazed. Great. This guy.
I don't know where your friend is. I'm sorry.
You must have heard something.
That's all going to come for price.
I think your activities got the Empire's attention and have made things more difficult for me. Get out of here.
Oh, just beat him up.
Ever wonder why the Empire was so interested in Kanan? Why they'd send an Inquisitor to Lothal?
You're going to reveal it to this guy? No.
No. Please do.
You're going to bring out the lightsaber.
Because Kanan is a Jedi.
You can do stuff with that information. Or does he already know? There's a good chance he already knows.
Kanan? A Jedi?
No, he just doesn't believe. Okay.
Scoundrel couldn't be a Jedi any more than you could.
Bad choice of words, dummy. Yeah. I'll drop it on him, please. Yep. But he can use this information. He can sell you out for money.
It means you help me, and you'll have a Jedi owing you a favor.
Don't like this. No.
Within reason.
No, dear.
Great. Whatever he wants is out of reason.
Hey, okay. Whatever you ask.
No, never whatever you ask. And you're going in alone. Great, he's going to kidnap you and sell you.
First the deal.
What?
Hey, what's the matter with you?
What are you doing?
I bow, you bow, then we have the...
Okay, God, no.
So they've started using these. Droid courier.
Oh.
They take data from the city up to their communication ship in orbit.
Excellent. That's pretty good on the Empire's part. Just need to find those specific droids.
Day, nothing. Tomorrow, who knows?
Yep, great.
I'll let you know what I want to collect.
He's gonna want you to murder someone or something, isn't he?
It's okay, guys. I have a lead.
Ah!
For what you just bargained, you better have something more than just a lead.
Oh dear, you had the wrath of Hera. Great.
You just put all our lives in jeopardy. I gave you a direct order and
Yes, he's trying to keep people safe. Yep.
Maybe.
Maybe? All that for maybe?
No, for basically definite. You just need to find that droid.
And you think I do?
No, I don't. That's why I took this risk.
She's interested. Go. Use that.
What did you learn?
I have a plan, and it involves Chopper.
Great.
The only way to be sure is to grab the Imperial droid and send Chopper in his place. For Kanan.
Oh, go on, Chopper. Loyalty. He does love Kanan. Oh, he's smoking. Turn it off.
A Jedi is no good to me dead.
Oh, you really don't want him dead. Interesting.
I recommend we transfer him from Lothal to another location.
No.
One that never fails to extract a confession.
What is that? Not gonna name it? Great. No. Don't let him leave the planet.
Behind you.
I'm not gonna fall for it.
Idiots. Good. Okay, now. Oh, dear. Rip this droid apart and take his stuff and shove it in Chopper.
There's the courier. Where's his escort?
Not our problem. We're running late.
Okay. Just act normal, Chopper, please. Don't go nuts. So did the courier have nothing on it and now Chopper's going up to get the stuff and then to come back down? Is that what this thing is? So he's going away, he'll get the stuff and come back.
Lagos, you are clear to proceed.
Okay, this feels harmless. This feels good. Come on.
Calm down, little guy. We're not gonna hurt you.
Oh, nice.
You're late, 264. Plug in.
Okay, good. Give him instructions. He doesn't have to try and act like he knows what he's doing.
It's the data. Not seeing it on my monitor.
No.
What's the problem here? This droid is malfunctioning, sir.
Come on, Chop. Play along.
There's the signal.
What does that
He
do?
must have found something.
Positions, everyone. We're going in.
Okay. So you didn't... Oh, there. This feels clunky.
Argue with that.
Oh, poor little droid. He's no, just waddling away. He blew up the station he was working on.
Gonna make another pass. Chopper better hurry.
Yeah, come on, Chop. How did you get Chopper out of this? I mean, I guess he doesn't need to breathe, but if it blows up, he blows up too.
I'm the one who needs some help.
Ah, good droid.
I'm starting to like you much better than our regular.
Of course. Okay, I love this. No one suspects a thing. Oh, you got sucked out the airlock. Oh, dear. Oh, Chopper, you got these people killed. He just flew out of the airlock. Chaos incarnate. Chaos incarnate. He is insane. I mean, I love that the show just went the extra mile just having stormtroopers walk by as he walked out the airlock. It was so extra. He have his little arms out. Go on, grab it. Go on, Chop, go on. He's there, good.
That was amazing, Chopper.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Look at him dancing around.
Big help around here while you were off spying. I'd say we keep him.
Aww. What? No! Chopper!
I should have seen that coming.
Why? You menace! Oh, it's alive. Good. That's something, I guess. Oh, Chopper, you little nutcase. He just wants all the attention to himself. That's fine. Bit malicious. Killed people, but apparently, and the droid, I guess he intended to kill it.
Kanan is on Governor Tarkin's destroyer, the Sovereign.
Oh, great, he's actually moved.
You're above Lothal, but it's scheduled to leave soon.
There, okay, so that's where he has always been.
Mustafar system? I've never heard of it.
Mustafar, Vader.
I've only heard that name once.
Yeah.
From Kanan.
Yep.
He said Mustafar is where Jedi go to die.
Great, yes, because Vader is there. And is that in Mustafar's system? That's the Inquisitorium as well. You need to get him before that thing leaves. That's the thing, yeah. To be continued. Saw that coming. That is what you need to do. Okay, that is an amazing episode. I do like that they're stretching out rescuing Kanan for the main final thing. Because now it feels, I don't want anyone to die, but I like how they're doing it well. It feels like it's building up too. It feels like it's building up very well. See, I love just the mention of the Mustafar system sets up so much stakes, because that means Vader, that means the volcano planet, and that also means the Inquisitorium, which we know from Kenobi. So that is where they're sending him. And of course, that probably means the whole Amber trophy case. That is what is intended for Kanan at the minute, which is awful. But I did really enjoy this episode of what it did. It's a nice build-up. Of course, nothing like major happens. The major thing would be rescuing Kanan. That does not happen in this episode. That has been split apart into these 2 episodes. This episode was filled with chaos and Chopper being a complete nutcase. I love how much time was spent actually finding out how to find Kanan. It's good, I guess, world building and consistency because they destroy the communication tower. So now that sets up a new problem and I need to solve that. And the Empire come up with quite a cool way with using droids to get the messages up and down from the planet. Brilliant. But also a huge security risk, which they managed to use against them. But now you have Vizago, who knows Kanan and Ezra are both Jedi, meaning he now wants something from them. And we know it's going to be bad. We know he's not a great person, so that is perfect. It's going to be, he's going to want someone killed. It's going to be something very dark that he wants. It's never anything good when it's like out of reason. It's going to be something bad. But yeah, then this was definitely a Chopper episode aside from that. So first mutiny and Chopper, of course, playing along, and his loyalty to find Kanan, amazing. And then him going up to the ship, causing complete chaos, and getting ejected out of the airlock while others were around and getting them shoved out too. So they're dead, and then him just flying away without a care in the world. And then when he gets back, he shoves the other droid out of the ghost when they compliment it. So yeah, he is a nightmare, but I love it. They have the information, everything is going well. This was definitely a more fun tone than the last episode, and I like that. It keeps things interesting and keeps things changing. It makes the next episode seem so exciting in what it's going to do. That's the penultimate one. That's not penultimate. That's the final one. That's where you're going to have to find Kanan, deal with the Grand Inquisitor, Tarkin. They're all in the same place, and Callus. So they're all in the same place. You all got to deal with them. You all got to save Kanan, and it's all set aside for a full 20 minutes. Amazing. Yeah, I think Hera is probably the most interesting character to me from this episode. We got to see her talk to Fulcrum, who is hooded. That just reminds me of Maul and Sidious when they were hooded in holograms. And now we have Fulcrum doing that too. But yeah, Hera, I love how much it shows how tortured she is by this decision. She does not want to abandon Kanan, and the only way she can bring herself to do it is by referring to him as a soldier. She has to focus on the mission rather than the family. That's what she has to do. She is the only one with intel. That's been said and it's been solidified here now. So that's how she keeps the rest of the group safe. She is the window into the rest of whatever's going on with the rebellion, the bigger mission that she keeps mentioning. And I love that, how she has that importance. I think it's just so painful watching her go through this and actually having to choose the safer decision to keep everyone safe, to keep the rebellion safe over one person. But I just love that the rest of them had to go do it and then she got on board. But her reaction was perfect. Her being so angry and furious at everyone because she wants to keep them safe. It's not a good thing that they did this without telling her, because her whole mission is to keep everyone safe. But then putting themselves in danger and maybe getting all of them killed would be probably worse for her than being able to, then maybe getting their hope gone. She probably cares more about keeping her family safe than this mission at large. So seeing how dedicated they were definitely got her on board to finding and saving Kanan. So I like how much effort was put into convincing her, because it shows how much stake she has in the larger plan and Kanan. But yeah, then of course we did have Ezra do some things in this episode, but I definitely think it's more focused on Hera and Chopper overall. Ezra, he's mainly he's getting in tune with the Force a bit, trying to sense where Kanan was, because they can't go on that. Yeah, it is his desire to find Kanan which has led them to here. So I'm glad that he has that attachment and that connection, which is amazing. If it was Barriss and Liminara, we obviously know that would not happen. So I do like what this means for them as Master and Padawan. They are willing to do this for each other. It's the attachment, and it's showing good signs of attachment, rather than the negative thing the Jedi saw. Okay, so far this final seems absolutely amazing. I'm loving that it's not just this giant fight the Empire battles type thing. It's about saving Kanan. That is like perfect for me, because it shows that the focus of this show is the family. It's not quite... Rebels is like the side thing. The family is the focus of it. If it was Rebellion being the focus of it, their end goal would be sending like the message out. They've already done that. The end goal is saving Kanan. The family is the main aspect of this show, and I just love that that is what it is. Yeah, looking at Ezra, so we're getting to see his desire to save Kanan. That's what his whole role was in this episode specifically. And we've also seen his reservations about doing this, considering what his parents went through. We're finally getting to see that he's afraid of losing his newfound family. So he has that connection, and he's willing to confess these things to his newfound family. So he's cemented and part of this now, and I just love how solid it feels. It doesn't feel like we've been watching him that long, but it's great with how strong all their bonds feel. Yeah, his connection with Kanan and his willingness to fight for him in this episode says so much. Right now I would say that Hera's response is much more in line with what the Jedi would have done, where they would see the bigger picture and the big mission, that they can't be attached, that they have to look at the most important part. Whereas Ezra, who's choosing the right decision here, he's going to find Kanan. He's ignoring what the Jedi of old would have done, and he's going to save his master. I love what this means, because it shows that he isn't a bad guy, even though he's going against the typical good guy's standpoints. And it just perfectly shows how misguided the Jedi were, because this is not a bad thing to do. He's going to save Kanan. That is a good thing. And it just goes to show how wrong the Jedi were for their view of attachment. They are saying there are healthy kinds of it. Yes, you could say that it might be better for them to abandon Kanan, let him go to Mustafar to die, because it means the rebellion lives on. But does it really live on their planet if not all of them are together? Can they keep fighting as strong as they have been without Kanan there? With part of their family missing, I don't think they'd be as strong as they could be. Yeah, Hera is amazing in this episode. I love what this season has done for the characters, because it started off with Hera being more just a pilot, and now we've gotten so much more on her. She is the connection to the rebellion. She is the only one that knows all the secrets. So back with Hera and Sabine's episode, where she was wanting more information, wanting to feel like she could trust people, and she didn't know what the big picture was. And it's because Hera has to keep her safe. That does not just refer to Sabine. It also refers to Kanan. He doesn't know what Hera knows. That is insane how much of the secret she's keeping. From the person, because Hera and Kanan, they're together. And it's insane that Hera is keeping this information away from him, because it means she's protecting him. That is insane on the level of how much she has to keep a secret from everyone to keep them all safe. She's taking on so much responsibility and so much danger to herself to do that. She is the leader of the group, and I love how they've done it. They've made Kanan the face of the leader of the group to keep Hera safe. No, I don't think anyone in the Empire would specifically go for Hera and think that she would hold the information. She's the pilot. She's the getaway person. Who in the Empire would think to go to her to have all the information? They'd go for Kanan or Ezra, because they're the Jedi. They are the distraction, while Hera is the one with all the information, the actual leader. It's so brilliant. Yeah, her role in this episode was to try and make the tough decision and choose the rebellion over Kanan. And you saw so perfectly how much that decision tortured her, how she had to refer to him as a soldier rather than Kanan and a family member, because that's the only way she could bring herself to do it. She has to view it as a mission and Kanan as a soldier to actually make this call. She knows it's the safest option, but she mainly made that decision because of Fulcrum convincing her. Glad it didn't take much to get on to the right decision, though, because we know that she'd have to. We know that she would not be able to live with herself if something bad happened to Kanan. It would have made the family fall apart. But I'm just very happy that she was the voice of friction there, because it makes sense to have it, and you can actually understand where Hera's coming from. It makes sense that she would be the one to adamantly try and keep them together, and the reasoning is good. If they all died, then hope dies with them. So she is the one that has to keep them all alive, and that is it's perfect. Then Chopper was the absolute standout, the man, the chaos incarnate, the absolute rapscallion who has gone and just wreaked havoc in this episode. He was insane. Now, he arguably had one of the most important parts to play in this. I love from the start his loyalty to Kanan. That little scene that was more fun, I guess, than anything, set up that Chopper is just going to ignore orders and try and find Kanan. So that's already, from the get-go, he's going to ignore Hera. He stayed in the walker when everyone else had gotten out. Zev had to go in there again, grab him, and jump back into the ship. That just sets up how dedicated this little droid is to finding his friend. And then he is the one that Ezra can confide in and help, and without question, Chopper is that loyal. I love that he is this insane little menace who has loyalty, who has affection for these people. It's such a good combination. And like him joining the ship, going on a little spy mission, being painted and acting, he doesn't even act like a regular droid that well. He is just nuts, and all the Empire just go along with it, basically. He gets on the ship, gives them all sass, plugs in, they see that he doesn't have the information, he starts yelling at them, stuff keeps happening, he fries the machine itself, runs away, and then gets to the airlock, doesn't look back to see if anyone's going to be caught in it, just opens the door and flies out, dragging a bunch of troopers with him. It's reckless, but it's also dedication and focus. Nothing is going to dissuade him from going on with his mission. It's so perfect. And then at the end, that's more a bit evil from him, just going on, kicking the other droid out of the ship after doing nothing wrong. You can sort of reason with just getting the stormtroopers through the airlock, because that is just dedication, focus. He's not going to let anything deter him from his mission. But then kicking off the droid that they were going to keep, that is malicious. That is just, he didn't want to share affection. He wanted the thanks and the praise of being the hero of the day. Then Zeb and Sabine, of course, still waiting for them to get their story. I know it comes in later seasons, but I'm always looking out for just little bits of information I can gather from them. And of course, in this final, they're basically used as muscle or the guns of the group or the fighters. I will say it is interesting though that they were so quick to turn against Terra. Yes, in front of her, they were siding with her, but when Ezra needed them, they came to him. So they have that loyalty to Kanan. Again, it just shows that they're not just soldiers, they're not just there to fight for the rebel cause. It's the creators giving them something and personality when they don't have the time to give them the story because they're working on other things that they need to get done first. So when they do get their story, they do feel like actual characters before that. But yeah, Kanan, so he is putting up with such a tremendous amount of torture. First, the little droid with the injection thing. That's they said it's a mind probe droid. I don't quite understand what those things do. How is it a mind probe when it has a little needle? I would have thought it'd be like chemical torture. We know I've seen them before. They've used them before. I just don't understand how they work. How do they get into someone's mind? Is it like a truth serum type thing? I'm not quite sure. I just know it's going to be unpleasant. Of course, Kanan was able to withstand it. As they've said, most Jedi won't be able to withstand something like that. Then the Grand Inquisitor tried to reach into his mind, cause him pain, yet Kanan was able to resist. So now they definitely know he is a Jedi if they were able to withstand the Grand Inquisitor's methods. Like, it's so impressive for Kanan that yes, he did stop his training when he was a Padawan because of Order 66, but he is still super strong. And in the last episode, or in a recent episode, they basically said that Kanan and Ezra need to learn together. So they are building on this, and we are going to see, I'm hoping we get to see development from Kanan, that he does get to grow as a Jedi. He feels powerful, but he does have that lack of discipline. The Grand Inquisitor noticed that he'd been practicing his lightsaber fighting. So there is stuff going on with Kanan, and he is improving. And I love that we're just getting to see his power and that he's developing. And of course, Tarkin has returned for this final. That is just great. They've said that the main governor, I guess, for whatever this place is Governor Price. That's the name they mentioned, but he is absent. So we're stuck with Tarkin. Of course, I'm not a big fan of Tarkin. I just love that he dies in A New Hope and it's such a satisfying end. And then it's always annoying when he shows up because you know nothing bad can happen to him because he's basically invincible because we know when he dies. But yeah, I do definitely prefer him in this setting with the Empire. I preferred him with Hemlock as well. Him being in Clone Wars, him being with the good guys was always made me so annoyed with him because he stays. I'll give him that. He's consistent. He is consistently awful to the people around him. With Anakin and Ahsoka, pretty sure Ahsoka saved his life at one point, and he was barely grateful. But now that he is with the Empire and he is with the other people that I don't like, his effect on them is great. The way he talks to them is so much more fitting than when he talked to Anakin and Ahsoka. He talks to them the same way he did to them, but it's far more fitting and it feels right there. And I can actually appreciate his role there more. Yeah, I know he's going to be such a big threat for the next episode. We have one episode left for this season, and they're all going to the same place. It's on Tarkin's Star Destroyer. You have the Grand Inquisitor there, Callus and Tarkin all there, and you've got to try and get Kanan out of it. That is going to be a right nightmare. And I just know Tarkin is going to be an absolute pain because he cannot die. But yeah, then Grand Inquisitor, this is interesting to me. The show started off with him being such a huge menace and so imposing and powerful. In the span of when Tarkin has been here, he feels like he's gotten less. And that's just impressive to me, considering how, look at the designs. Tarkin comes off as an old man who's quite skinny or hollow. He just feels like an old man, maybe a little weak physically. Grand Inquisitor, so his design comes off as so powerful, domineering and evil. And yet with just Tarkin's presence alone, Grand Inquisitor feels more like a tool, like a weapon in Tarkin's hands. He doesn't feel like a villain like he did anymore. It's impressive. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's just impressive that Tarkin has that effect. Like the scene where Tarkin brought the two Imperial officers into his office and killed them. Grand Inquisitor didn't say a word. He was the one in the shadows, comes forward and slices their heads off. He doesn't utter a sound, and it's just Tarkin using him as a weapon. It is so just weird and quite impressive how they're writing it. And even with their other scenes, how Tarkin's saying that the Grand Inquisitor will have a chance to redeem himself. It is so interesting that they built up this villain, and now you have Tarkin in play, because it doesn't diminish the Inquisitor at all. It just makes Tarkin seem that much more powerful. He has this ability or this reputation around him, or this presence to him. He is just a human compared to the Inquisitor. It is so insane. I just love that he gets partnered into these scenes with these characters. Yeah, just look back to see this is what he does. It makes me focus more on him than the Grand Inquisitor. Right. Again, we get to see him be impressed with Kanan. That's interesting. He's actually seeing this. It makes me wonder if he would try and recruit It makes me wonder if he would try and recruit Kanan and Ezra. We know we've kind of, maybe with Ezra, with the weird thing that happened when they escaped him before. I don't know. I think he's quite dead set on trying to kill them both. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. It feels like his opinion on Kanan's changing. He's seeing that Kanan's learning, and I could see him trying to recruit him. Of course, it would end up being denied, but it's just interesting what kind of, where the Inquisitor is. What is his goal here? He works for Vader. Vader wants all Force-sensitive people under his control, so they're not a threat, and thus either be killed or recruited. And I would feel like the Grand Inquisitor is now seeing potential in Kanan after being able to resist his mind thing. Yeah, overall, I think this is such a good start to the final. I've got one episode left, and this just did so amazing and just dealing with everything. Again, it's setting up the fact that the focus of the show is the family, not quite the rebellion. If it was the rebellion, as the show is titled, the big ending, the big thing they were fighting for would be to get the message out. That's been and done with. You've got a whole 2 episodes with that being done and gone, and that's sorted. The 2-episode final now is saving Kanan, saving their father figure, the parental figure, one of the people in the family. That is what this is doing. It's so awesome how they're able to balance the rebellion and family as well, but when it comes down to it, the most important thing to the show is the family dynamic. That is how the rebellion works. That is what I'm assuming is going to be set up from this final. The fact that the rebellion only works when they are all together. That is what brings people hope. Seeing one of them dead won't have the same effect. Yeah, I just think also, writing-wise, tonally, both of these episodes were great. First episode felt more serious, while this episode felt far more comical, and I like that balance between the two. Because there'll be a lot, because this, I've got to remember that this is, I would say, targeted to a younger audience than Clone Wars was, because of the visual art style, which is fine, but it's definitely targeted to a very kid audience, even though tonally, it's not really that. Visually, it's more that. But you do have episodes where they're more serious and more comical, and I think the final has done well at balancing between them. Last episode was far more serious, this one is more comical, to assume the final is more serious. So it's doing the back and forth to keep within the balance of what this show is trying to do. Stay serious and also stay comical for the audience it's trying to appeal to. I just think it's done well. They were able to make quite a few deaths feel very funny. I mean, it brings back to Chopper in the airlock. That is a very horrific scene. Bunch of people died. That you could, in any other show, I feel like that's quite a traumatic thing, having people sucked out of the airlock. Yet the focus is on the droid, who's completely fine, and he just kills them all, pretty, in cold blood. And that is dealt as such a comical moment, and it's done so well, and I just think that is perfect tone for this show, because they could either flip that to be really serious and really dark, or they can just use it as something like this, and I think that's really impressive. I cannot wait for the next episode, cannot wait to see how they're going to finish it off. You have the 3 villains in the Star Destroyer, you've got Kanan in there as well, and now they're all coming to come find him. You also have whatever's going on with Fulcrum. I would assume that might be dealt with in the next episode as well, considering that they keep being built. First it was just their name mentioned, then voices, then her actually meeting them at the door to the ship when they were going to hand off the Viodi, and they're from what planet? Ryloth. That is the Twi'lek planet. The Rodian was sent off. That's when Hera met the Fulcrum person. So this building, and then we've seen the Fulcrum, I guess, person through the hologram cloaked. So I would assume that something will happen there. So I'm looking forward to everything the final is going to do, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely insane. But with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about these 2 episodes in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next episode for only episode 15. I don't want to end season 1 and it's on its own, and then continue season 2 with episode 1 and 2, just to keep it going like that. I think this one has an odd number of episodes in this season, and I think season 2 has an even number, so that's just odd to me, but I think this is the best way to do it so that it's all concise and kept together. Yeah, with that, I'll see you in the next video for episode 15. See ya!